Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 11th. You start with this regeneration card and this Yang energy card. This Yang energy card reminds me of the Ace of Wands. So, there could be some sort of like new beginning coming in for you with that card. I feel like you've been through a period, you are like in a period of regeneration, I should really say, because, Pluto is finally going to be leaving your life very, very soon. And, I think that a lot of you could be taking a little bit of time to like rest, relax, recover, heal, regenerate, and just kind of get used to the new energy, which is going to be much lighter, I believe, for you, Capricorn. So, again, this could be definitely a good thing. You have the Two of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. The Two of Swords is like this or that thinking, and I'm telling you right now that something is not going to go how you think, and that does not have to be a bad thing, Capricorn. That could be a good thing. So we're going to look into it, but I feel for a lot of you that, I kind of feel, this gives me the feelings of like just, going this way to that Two of Wands, of needing to be open to just other outcomes. He is standing in a comfort zone, and he has the whole world in his hands. And so like he needs to believe that things can turn out in a different way, or that things can go in a different way for him with that Two of Wands energy. So I really feel that with the Two of Wands, that you need to like believe that things can go in a different direction for you, or that there can be a turnaround, or that there can be an improvement. And that's really what I would focus on here. Two of Swords, like I said, is about needing to realize that things can go a different way. She has this third island, or this third place behind her, and it represents like a new opportunity or a different opportunity. But I feel you just need to be open to it. I feel like some of you are expecting the worst, You have the Five of Cups, and he's grieving the loss of these Three Cups. He's the loss of his taste for wine. So he's grieving the loss of something that he once enjoyed. But there's something new behind him in these Two Cups, and if he looks and is grateful for these Two Cups, he gets this bridge and this castle. So he really needs to turn around and be grateful for what he has with this Five of Cups energy, and that will bring him, something new that he actually does want. But again, I feel that you could have your eye on something, and it's almost like you're thinking that it's not going to work before you even get started. And I feel for a lot of you, you need to make sure that you don't do that. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. Ten of Pentacles is building and leaving a legacy. So, a lot of you could be looking at something that you want to create in your life, and maybe it's going to require a change, because we go Tower, Two of Wands. The Tower can represent a change, and the Two of Wands can say that you need to get out of a comfort zone, or you need to explore the world, or maybe make a change in the world so that you can have what you want. And I kind of feel that with the Ten of Pentacles. Right next to the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Swords, which can be a victory or the truth, and this could be you living your truth. These two cards here could say that you are moving more towards your truth, because again, Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire. It doesn't mean that you will have everything you want and desire. It just means that you are living a life of truth because you're working towards having everything you want and desire in your life. And, again, I think that's the purpose of life. With the Two of Swords, you have the Moon card. Again, you do not see how something is going to go. Plain and simple. I literally just said it. The Moon is a card of fears, anxiety, illusions, fantasies, all sorts of things. But nowhere on the Moon does it say stop. The Moon is part of the Fool's journey. He needs to get to these mountains, and those mountains kind of represent an accomplishment. He also needs to not get distracted. These two pillars on the Moon, they kind of represent, how when we get very close to accomplishing something, sometimes I think people are like, oh, I'll go over here, I'll do something different, or they make a change like right before they're about to be successful. And I feel like this Moon card is saying, like, keep your eye on the prize and stay focused. With the Five of Cups, you have the Two of Cups, and you have, he has two cups right behind him here on the Five of Cups. So sorry, wrong camera. This could be a love connection that you're attracting into your life. And again, I think you need to let go of past love connections if you want love. But this could also be something that if you don't want love, or even if you do, this could be you and your higher self. So I look at this as a card of communicating with your higher self, and your higher self could be guiding you towards improvements, right? And, again, this could say that you need to tap in and listen to your higher self. We also have the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Both of these cards are communication cards. So I would say, outside of love, whatever you want in your life, I would, take time to like meditate or do whatever you do to get messages, right? With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords. I think this is you showing up here, even though you're not an air sign. Yes, I understand that, but this is the energy that I feel you are embracing at this time. The King of Swords is a card of knowledge and wisdom, and you probably have gained a lot of knowledge and wisdom over the past few years, and now I feel it's time for you to use that knowledge and wisdom to be very successful. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this chameleon. It says act as if, which I'm a big fan of right now. I think we all should be acting as if we already have the thing that we want. You have this parrot. Spirit says watch your words. Yes, speak words of success in your life. Speak words of, abundance, and speak words as if you already have the thing you want with the chameleon spirit. And if you do that, I think you'll be successful. Obviously, if you go the other direction, you will not be successful. So, I would pay attention to your words. You have the Eight of Wands, the Tower, and the Ace of Swords. The Eight of Wands is a quick success or a quick conclusion. And so there could be some sort of quick success coming in for you with the Eight of Wands. And, again, I think that's a good thing. It could be coming through communication. Like you could be receiving approval for something or getting a raise or promotion. All those different things can happen with the Eight of Wands. But I do feel there is kind of like a quick success happening for you with this energy. I also feel that there could be good news coming in for you with the Eight of Wands. So if you've been waiting for news or if you've been hoping for good news, this could just be good news. You do have the Tower, and I'm not so sure how I feel about the Tower yet. I kind of want to clarify it. The Tower is considered like a challenging card, but, the Tower can also say that you are finding success or you are being successful at, I mean, it can say that you're worried about something that will be a success in the future. There's this crown at the top of the card, and that's kind of what I'm feeling on the Tower card. It's almost like you see something, that could be an opportunity for you, but you're expecting the worst. I don't know. That's what I keep getting here. And then you have the Ace of Swords, which would be a victory. And so I feel like something that you're looking at is a victory, even though you are maybe expecting the worst. But, again, we're going to clarify and we'll see. One thing I will say is that, we are in this very retrograde heavy time. And the Ace of Swords can be a victory, or it can be the truth coming out. And so I feel for some of you that there could be some sort of truth that's being revealed to you, and that could cause a Tower moment. So, again, this could be like an X. So again, I would be careful. I don't think we necessarily need to get closure, right? I think people think they want closure sometimes, but it's like sometimes the closure is just so bad you just didn't want to hear it. And I kind of get that feeling here where, again, if someone comes to you and they're like, I cheated on you like 19 times with your aunt, your cousin, your best friend, it's like, do you really want to know that? Probably not. So, the Tower is kind of giving me those vibes, right? With the Eight of Wands, you have the Tower again. So the Tower can, again, the Eight of Wands can be a quick conclusion. The Tower can be you coming down to reality. These people have been ignoring reality for too long, and that's why I always say the Tower really isn't a bad card, because they've been ignoring reality, and now they're being brought back down to reality. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be seeing, some sort of reality this week. This changes things. With the Tower, we have the Judgment card. So Tower and Judgment is the most powerful combination in the tarot, and it represents like a major revelation, a major wake-up call. And so a lot of you could be having like a big revelation, and it doesn't even have to be a bad thing. This could be a good thing with the Judgment card. This could definitely be something from your higher self. This is your higher self angel at the top of that card. So, literally, you could be like downloading information this week. I would pay attention. I would get a notebook and write things down that pop into your head because you never know. But I also, again, this is like a major revelation or major wake-up call. Some of you could be feeling a little bit pressured with the Two of Wands to like make a move or something like that. But again, I don't really feel this Tower is necessarily a bad thing. With the Ace of Swords, can't make this up. You have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is putting up boundaries. So again, if you really don't want to know what an ex did, it might be a good time to like block them or just ignore their messages or do whatever you can with the Seven of Wands. I think this has been coming up for you a lot as well, Capricorn, that you've been getting the Seven of Wands with me quite a bit. And the Seven of Wands can say that there is like an opportunity that you don't feel ready for. He has two different shoes on, or like a shoe and a boot. And the story of the card is that he feels like he had to rush to make something happen. And you have the Seven of Wands twice here. And so he feels like he's not prepared for something, even though he's as prepared as he's going to be. And I feel like saying that to you, and it's crazy. You have 3 sevens here, 777. So 777 might be kind of like a synchronicity number for you, or it might be an important number for you at this time. Next, you have this in the area of what's messages from your future self. You have this release card and this ego card. I feel like you need to release ego in the sense that, it's like sometimes if we don't take a leap of faith towards something, or if we're trying to be a perfectionist, that is basically our ego that is kind of controlling us and preventing us from having something we want. So, it might be a good time to release ego. It's not like saying you have an ego as in you're a jerk. It says that your ego is just controlling your decision making right now, or maybe your ego is getting in the way of something that you want because you're not moving towards it, because you're trying to be perfect, with the Seven of Wands twice showing up in your reading. I would say the good news is you have the Seven of Wands in the good stuff at the end as well. And so, these repeating cards are kind of like confirmation for your path or confirmation for the message itself. But the Seven of Wands could say at the end that you are kind of overcoming this issue, like of perfectionism or whatever it is. Next, you have the Two of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. The Two of Wands is, the story of this card is that he kind of rushed to a finish line and he didn't enjoy the journey. And so now he thinks he knows how everything is going to go, but he has the whole world in his hands. So there's like a million ways that things could turn out, right? And so you need to realize that, things can be different. And you have that watch your words card, which could be saying that you need to speak differently about the things that you want. So instead of focusing on the negative story, focus on the positive story, right? And also get out into the world. This is a card of getting out into the world so you can have experiences so that you can see that things can be different. In whatever area of your life you want things to be different in. It could be in business, in your career, and work, and business, and love. Whatever it is doesn't really matter. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is my card that says, is the juice worth the squeeze? He's been working on these pentacles many times, and he's grown these Seven Pentacles, but maybe there's something different or better that he could grow. It's like, the card itself kind of says that he has learned as much as he can from this experience, and now maybe it's time to go grow something else, or to go grow something different. And I really get that feeling for you. Definitely could be a change in direction for you. I mean, everything here. You have the Tower twice, the Judgment card, and also he's holding on to the World. For some of you, this could be a move, and the Tower can just represent a move, or making a move, or creating a change. So like I said, I really don't get it. I didn't get a bad feeling from the Tower, and then you have the Judgment card coming out, which really confirms that this is probably a wake-up call, or a revelation that you're having about your life that leads to something better. You have the Four of Pentacles. I would definitely say it's time to let go of the past, as in it's time to stop telling that old story, like I already said. He's holding on to something because it kind of provides him comfort, but he's also limiting himself to Four Pentacles. And you have the Ten of Pentacles here, so it's like you could have 10 Pentacles if you release these 4 Pentacles. It's really hard, especially you having gone through Pluto in your sign, which is definitely more challenging for Capricorn. It's hard to, once you have something, I think it's hard to let go of, because maybe you're used to things being taken away from you. But I would ask, like, do you really have something that you think you have, right, with the Four of Pentacles? And I don't know, I can't answer that question for you. Or are you limiting yourself? I would ask yourself that. Are you preventing yourself from having something that you really want? With the Two of Wands, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Definitely a big opportunity coming in for you. I feel like you are exactly what something needs, is what I'm getting here off the Ace of Pentacles. This could be anything, love, business, money, spiritually, whatever. But it's almost like I get the feeling that you are like the perfect fit for something, just as you are. So like, don't change. It's like, sometimes I think we go through relationships and maybe we, kind of like overcorrect ourselves, because maybe a person said to you like, oh, you're too nice, and that's why I left you. So then maybe you start being mean to future people. I feel like this is saying like something will accept you just as you are. Same thing in business. It's like maybe you worked your ass off, but maybe the person you worked for was a real like slave driver, and they expected a ridiculous amount of work. So now you think you have to work too hard, or maybe now you develop like people pleasing behavior because of a past boss, right? And I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is just saying like, come as you are. Right? That's kind of a weird message for the Ace of Pentacles, but that's what I get. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands, definitely needing something new. Page of Wands is excited and enthusiastic for a new adventure. I kind of just feel this is saying that you just need a new adventure, or you're looking for a new adventure. And yeah, that's what I would pay attention to here with the Page of Wands, is just going on a new adventure or exploring something new. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Page of Cups. It could be new love for some of you. The Page of Cups could be like a new admirer or a new person or situation. The Page of Cups also is your dream. He has this fish in this cup here, And that fish represents something that he's dreaming of, or something that he's dreaming of having in his life. And he needs to grab onto that fish and bring it down to earth. So I feel, again, I really feel some of you could be expecting the worst. And again, that parrot spirit is saying change your story. So whatever this is, doesn't matter. It could just be an opportunity. I feel like you need to watch your words and make sure you're speaking positively about something. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Run Wild card. It says, let your inner wild child run forth. Yes, to answer that. You have this review your responsibilities. It says, not all responsibilities are ours to hold. Yes, I think that is also true. I would make sure that, again, you're not putting, I kind of feel like this is like other people's expectations from the past. It's like maybe you act a certain way in love, business, or otherwise, like I gave the example earlier because of past situations. But I really felt that come as you are message on that Ace of Pentacles, even though that's not what it represents, but that was the message I was getting. So I feel like you need to realize that you are good enough as you are. You have the Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Cups. Seven of Wands, coming up in the good stuff is good, I feel, because I kind of feel like it's saying you're overcoming the Seven of Wands that came up with the Ace of Swords, of like feeling like you're not ready, or, feeling like you're not prepared, or that you can't do something. So I feel like you need to realize that you are ready to do something that you want to do. And I would just pay attention to that with the Seven of Wands. You have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is a card of a victory or big success coming in for you. So I do feel that there could be some sort of victory coming in for you with the Six of Wands. I also feel that you could be being lifted up at this time, which has been coming up for you a lot, that you need to kind of like take your place in the world, or you need to shine bright in the world now, especially with Pluto leaving your sign. I think it's time for you to show the world what you're made of, Capricorn, which, I don't know, probably like 20 of your readings this year were titled Show the World What You're Made Of, because, that's been like the main message of the readings. You've learned a lot of hard stuff during Pluto and Capricorn. Now it's time to show the world what you have learned and, kind of just put it out there. And the Six of Wands says you will be a success. You have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a celebration. And again, this says if you show the world what you're made of, people will be celebrating you, or that, it will lead to celebrations. This is also a card of a harvest. These three ladies are celebrating this harvest that's going on around them. And so I feel for a lot of you, you could be attracting abundance. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is normally conflict and competition, but it's coming up in the good stuff. So this would say that you have learned a lot because of the conflicts or the competitions that you've experienced over the past like almost 20 years. And now it's time to take what you've learned and put it into practice. They have learned a lot, and they need to use what they have learned to create more success, or they need to use what they are learning to do to be successful. And you have the Six of Wands right after it. With the Six of Wands, you have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a card of fulfillment or wish fulfillment. So I feel like there could be like wish fulfillment coming in for you, or some sort of wish being granted with the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is really about being in alignment with what you want. So again, with that parrot spirit, I think that you really need to watch your words this week. I would say for the rest of the year. And really focus on the story. Like, tell the story of what you want, or tell the story that you want to live, and talk to yourself, right? I talk to myself all day long, so I highly recommend it. With the Three of Cups, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a card of gratitude and luxuries. It's also a card of independence. I mean, you've definitely learned how to be independent over the last few years through challenges, but this is a card of creating a life worth living. Nine of Pentacles is heaven on earth, but she is doing some things to get that. She is focusing. She has this falcon right here, and the falcon represents her focus. She has the snail right here, and the snail represents her paying attention to her environment. She creates an environment of success. So, that's what I would do. You have this boat card, says money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Love it. Definitely could be improvements in your finances. I really feel this is like work. So if you've been working hard towards something, or working hard to create something, definitely coming from work. You have this hat card. It says you will be playing a different role. The Tower in the Seven of Pentacles could just be changes in work. It could say that you're getting a different role. Again, the Tower does not have to be a bad thing. I tried to get that out into people's heads. It can just be a change in your reality. Obviously, if you get a new position or a new job, that's a change in your reality. And that's what this looks like to me. You also have this success card. Definitely could be some success just in general coming in for you. You have this ring card. It says a marriage will take place either in romance or business. So a lot of you could be committing to new things. And again, this doesn't have to be love. You could just be committing to the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. Like he knows that something that he's committed to will work. But he has that real deep belief that things will work out for him. So I feel like the deeper you believe something, the more likely it is that it will be a success. You have a Beetle card that says good fortune on it. Again, I wouldn't even worry about that Tower. All these cards have been positive. So, again, I think that there could be good fortunes coming in for you as well. But this looks really interesting here, Capricorn, and good, really. And again, there could just be a big revelation with the Tower and the Judgment. So I would pay attention to any sudden insights, any sudden information that pops into your head. But this looks really good. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.